Hey, it's time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video, making yourself a priority. I'm Denise. It is Saturday. And you know Saturday on this channel is the WW Weight Watchers meeting topic of the week. And today I'm here to bring it to you as I do every Saturday with my weekly weigh-in. And now we're including our wisdom for weight loss questions. So you asked, I posted in my group. If you're not part of Dish with D's crew, please feel free to join us over there. There is a link in the description box below. If you can't find it, let me know. If you don't have Facebook, email me your questions at dishwithd@yahoo.com. I'd be happy to throw them into this as well. I've had people email me because they don't have Facebook. Not everybody has Facebook. I get that. If you know me, you know I'm not a Facebook fan. I call it fake book, brag book, you know. But it serves its purpose for a lot of things. But yeah, it's just not something that I live and die by. There are people that actually live and die by Facebook. I don't. It's, you know, that's a whole other video. So, the weekly technique. Oh, I didn't give my weigh-in. I can't imagine why I forgot. But I stepped, let's preface this with saying it was a holiday week. Holiday this week. Didn't have a holiday week. It was a holiday this week on Tuesday. So we did have barbecue. We did have, you know, the barbecue foods and the stuff and, the snacks and the desserts and stuff like that. So honestly, I wasn't expecting much when I got on the scale because, and especially falling in towards the middle of the week. If it hadn't been like the weekend of last week, I wouldn't have been so, concerned. But when I stepped on the scale, I was down 1.6. I had you going, didn't I? Yeah. Honestly, I had a good week. I had a great week. And even on 4th of July, I ate a burger with a bun and pasta salad. Did I have a heaping help of pasta salad? No, I did not. I had a nice little measured out serving of pasta salad. We had corn on the cob. And I feel like there was something else. I just don't remember. I think there was something else. And there was dessert. Timmy brought a chocolate cake home because we celebrated Peter's birthday since he was here on Tuesday. So we had chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. And yes, I had a small piece. I didn't really have that big of a piece of that. I kind of had a couple of bites because I made myself a red, white, and blue dessert using a 2-ingredient cottage bun. I made it into a little pancakey, and I put fruit in there. I topped it with fruit and whipped cream. It's holiday. And you get to have dessert. Honestly, you get to have dessert during the week. You should never not sit there and not have dessert. Like, if you have the points for it, you make it healthier, eat it. Eat the dessert. Don't sit there and feel guilty about it. Don't act like, we don't get to have dessert every day. You can, if you play it right. If you use the right ingredients, if you don't have that much. Therein lies the key to this whole journey. And I'm going to give you that secret. Portions. Stick to a nice little serving and you can have whatever you want. Problem is we don't stick to that. We are, creatures of habit. But, so I am down 1.6, so I am extremely happy with that. Am I shocked? Yeah, I'm not really. I was just teasing you. Honestly, like I said, I had a good week and I knew that and I felt it. Like, when you lose, and be doing the no gluten, and I'll reiterate this, it's not for weight loss, it's for, I have, sensitivity to certain things that's causing me to have inflammation, which, inflammation, and I have been feeling flatter around my midsection, Is it hard? Yeah. Do I love gluten? Sure do. And it's funny because somebody said, well, you should do low carb. No, I'm looking for a way to have carbs. I'm buying gluten-free flour. Yes, because it's me and I have to have everything on the menu. Should I have a lot of carbs? No. But am I going to rule out a potato, a piece of bread? No. I just don't have 2 pieces of bread. I have 1 piece of bread. I only have 2 ounces of potatoes instead of 4 or 5 ounces of potatoes. But you can't sit there and not have something. That's not how you live life. That's not sustainability. I mean, you'll lose. But can you maintain that weight loss? See, therein lies the key to my problem. I could lose, and I know that. I just need to maintain. And update. I am 8 pounds away from goal. So, we'll do it. So let's get to the technique. How the past can set you up for future success. And I kind of said that just right there. I know I could lose it. It's maintaining it. And that's the success for the future. It's not weight loss, because we all know we can do it. We choose not to. We choose not to follow the plan as it's written because we know better than that. We know better than the plan. We don't. I don't. Oh, I didn't hit it. I thought I did. Like, why isn't it showing up? Ever wish someone could tell you exactly how to reach your goal you've set? Great news. You can be that person. Here's how. Try this. Think back to the past month or months and reflect on your successes and your setbacks. We've all had successes. We've all had setbacks. And honestly, they're both normal. You're never always going to be successful. You're going to have those setbacks. And if you don't realize that, then therein lies part of the problem. You're going to have gains. People, like somebody posted that they were on vacation. They're scared to step on the scale. I said, don't be scared. It's vacation. You're allowed to eat. You're allowed to gain weight. Why is it we don't allow ourselves to have a little bit of a gain? Because we're eating out of the norm. We're going to gain weight. And when you get back to your routine, I bet your bottom dollar you're going to lose that weight. Might not be the first week, but you'll get there. And keep that mindset that it's lifestyle. It's not diet. If you're on diet mentality, you don't have setbacks. You don't eat things you don't plan on. You don't do this. You have that, I don't, this is how I do my life. No, yes. No, we have to broaden that and do yes, maybe, possibly. It's life, and you have to learn how to maneuver it. If you don't, you're going to be in that rabbit wheel or that hamster wheel. Do you want to keep being in weight loss mode? Do you want to sit there and be in weight loss mode for an attainable number on the scale? What defines healthy? A number on the scale does not define healthy. A dress size does not define healthy. There are people that are healthy, that are the size that you dream of, the weight that you dream of, that are dropping dead. Because it isn't all about that. You have to, that's where I'm at. And that's why people, when I say to people, I'm happy where I'm at. Honestly, if I didn't lose another pound, I'm still 100 pounds down. That's the beauty of it. Like, I'm still a success story. And I can never forget that. All right, success. I started a new activity routine. How did you make it happen? How did you start that routine? How are the changes helping you? Like, what is the result of that exercise routine? So the setbacks is what's getting in your way. Oh, the setback is I tend to go over budget on nights out. What is getting in your way of going over budget? Now, here's the thing. Are you going over budget? My question is, you have weeklies. You're allowed to go over budget. You are. So to me, that's a little bit of a thing. I wouldn't call that a setback. That's a reality that you can go out and spend more points because you have a bank to dig into. You're going into your overdraft. How can I alter the approach? Plan to save weekly points. We have weekly points. We don't need to save them. If you're a person who exercises, you have weekly points in that bank. You get a set amount in the beginning of the week. And if you're a person that works out, you're getting extra points every stinking day. Do not be afraid to use them. That is half the problem with a lot of people. They undereat because they're not dipping into that bank. If you're working out, fun fact, you need to eat more. You do. Any app is going to give you more. Weight Watchers gives you points. Healthy gives you bites. And iTrack or MyFitnessPal or Lose It gives you calories because you need to eat them. It's healthy. And if you're not doing that, you're not living a healthy lifestyle. You're living a diet lifestyle. Let me inform you of that. Look ahead to the goal you want to achieve in the next month or so. Meal prepping, low point lunches. What obstacles might you face? Lack of time. How will you feel if you succeed? Proud and glad I have extra points for the nights out. Definitely saving points at lunch if you know you're going to have a higher point dinner is a win. And don't skip lunch because you're going out. That's diet. I'll just eat. Or the people who eat the one meal. I'm going to eat lunch and dinner combined. Why? You could have a salad. It's lettuce, it's carrots, it's cucumbers, it's tomatoes, it's a little bit of dressing. The most you're going to spend on that salad is 2 points. Whoop-de-freaking-do. But you have food in that belly, so you're not going to that party starving. That is diet mentality if you don't eat lunch because you're going to a party. It just is. You may sit there and think I'm wrong, and you absolutely can do that. But this is my channel. This is my opinion. This is why you come here, to hear what I have to say. Move forward by tackling one specific step forward to that goal this week. I'll rethink how I spend time so I can fit in meal planning and prep. You definitely have to give time to this. You have to donate time to your journey. You can't just do it on a wing and a prayer. You have to sit there. Do you have to meal prep and plan? No. But you have to sit there and set a plan of how you're going to do things. Like, what could you buy at the store? I definitely have to sit there and make a grocery list. What can I buy at the store that's going to help me out during the week? It might be a rotisserie chicken. It might be extra vegetables. It might be individually bagged chips. There's nothing wrong with a bag of chips. They're pre-portioned. They're pointed out 4 to 5 points, depending. Some of them are 3, some of them are 2. You get pitos, they're 1. You can have a bag of pitos. If that's what gets you through, if that's what makes you feel, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't be afraid to, oh, I don't eat that. I don't like when I hear people, I don't eat. That's not realistic weight loss. That's not realistic life. I don't eat. Good luck for future, because it's going to happen. You need to be prepared, and that's the problem. That's why people spiral, because they're just not prepared. Everything is on the menu. You just have to amounts. While this journey doesn't come with an exact roadmap, science thankfully gives us plenty of tools to navigate. Tracking, meal planning, 0-point foods, but you've got another super valuable, often untapped resource, your past experience. Because a lot of us have already lost weight. What did we do then when we were really on a roll? Kind of rewind the tape, as I always say, and look back to what you did right. And you know what? Yeah, you did things wrong, but there's no reason to dwell on that, because you're going to do them wrong again somewhere along the line. And it's normal. I'm here to tell you it's normal. Reflecting on the nitty-gritty of both your accomplishments and your setbacks, why they clicked or didn't, and how you overcame obstacles or didn't, can guide you to how best approach the new goals, challenges, or a reset. So every few months, or whatever you're charting a fresh path, take a walk down memory lane and decide what lessons, tips, behaviors that best help you move forward. You can sit there, I used to drink water. Well, how did you do that? For me, it's getting the water bottle out there, filled, and then I will definitely drink it. If I wait for myself to think about filling it, I'm not going to do it. But I keep it out there. I fill it right up. I don't even think about it, because I feel like sometimes when I think about it, it doesn't happen. 3 fast facts. Reflecting on your success helps you identify what worked and why. Reflecting on your challenges helps you identify what didn't work and why. The knowledge can help you decide what to keep doing and what to change in order to be successful in the future. It's a hard journey. Never forget that. Never forget that it's hard. Never forget that it takes work and it takes thought. And you definitely should donate time every week to yourself, just to do a little bit of, planning out the week. You don't have to prep if you don't have the time. You don't have to sit there and meal plan if you don't have the time. But you have to have a general idea of what you need to have on hand. You definitely have to make a shopping list of things that you need. If you're somebody that likes to look up recipes, they have tons of great recipe websites. The Weight Watchers app has tons. The iTrack Bite Healthies has tons of recipes right there. All you do is type in the type of meal you're looking for. Keep it easy. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate your food. That is one of the reasons a lot of people have setbacks, because they overcomplicate their food. Don't. Keep it simple. Grilled chicken, a side, a vegetable, and a nice protein. A protein starch. I'm going to be honest with you. I think at dinner you need a starch. I think it's imperative. You need a protein, a vegetable, and a starch. It is how the plate is made. Should your vegetables be bigger now? Yes. Should your protein be bigger now? Yes. Should your starch be smaller? Yes. But should it still be there? Yes. It should. Do not give carbs. Carbs get a bad rap. Carbs are important for the building blocks of our body. They're important for energy. They're important for when you work out. Should you eat a crap ton of them? No. But should you eat them? Yes. So let's look at the questions that were submitted through the group. Hope you enjoyed my version of the topic of the week. I have a question. What is the best low point granola? Low point granola. Well, there's 2. It depends on how you want to spend your money. If you want to spend a little bit more money and order it online, there is a place called Julian Bakery. They have their pro granola. That's extremely low in points. I think you get a 1/4 cup for a point. or two. Don't quote me. I'm not sure. It's low. Is it like traditional granola? It's a little bit different, but it's crunchy and it gives you that granola vibe. I do have a discount. I'm not saying that for that reason, but a lot of people like Julian, and I will link that in the description box if you want to go take a look at it. But if you're looking for over-the-counter, regular grocery store granola, I like the Kind brand, Kind. I think, to me, they have the best point buck for granola, and it's fantastic. Aldi also has a really good granola. I don't know the name of it, but it's the Aldi brand. I don't think it's called Aldi, though, but it's their brand. Their granola is really good, and it's pretty good in points. So there would be the two that I'd recommend over the counter. I mean, you can eat any granola, honestly. You just have to watch how much you eat of it. When you were having a little yogurt cup, a tablespoon or two is plenty. And that maybe on a bigger granola only cost you a point. So it depends on how much granola you want to eat. Could you make your own? You sure can, but you're not going to save that many points making it. And honestly, it's daunting. You know what? We always want to do these. We all have these grand ideas of what we want to make, but we never have the time or the energy or who wants to do it? It's summer. I don't want to be in the kitchen. I don't want it to be hot. So yeah, we try to take these helps from where we can. So those are the ones that I'd recommend. But yeah, you could make your own, but you wouldn't save points doing it. And it's time, and who's got time for that? Maybe in my youth, I used to have time for that, but not anymore. I know that I shouldn't blame Weight Watchers, but I do. I just don't track like I used to since they took away the wins. I've tried doing my own win system, but failed. The power of the prize. That is such a true statement. How many of you were better trackers because of the wins? I tracked even my 0-point foods just because it was in a habit, and that helped. Those wins created habits for me. I'm being honest with you, I don't track as diligently as I used to. And because of the wins, yeah. Were those prizes crap? Sure they were, but they were prizes, and it was fun to get them. You have to, what I always try to tell people, and I've said it a million times, I track so I can eat. If I know what I have left, I can eat more. Like, if you're not tracking, you really don't know. You have to really sit there and think, and you might forget what you had, or you might think you had more than you really did. And then comes the fact that you're not going to eat enough because you didn't write it down. You don't know. And people complain about tracking. I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. Do you want to gain weight? I'm sure you're going to say no. Then tracking helps you. And if that's the one thing you can do to keep your weight at bay, it takes seconds for each meal. And I just highly, highly want you to remember that. Do I want to gain weight back? You're going to say no. Then take the time, the 2 minutes before you eat. And I always say track before you eat. This way, your eating is your reward for doing your job, and your job is tracking your food. Sit there. We all have our phones there. So, I mean, I know some people do paper tracking, but I'm talking to the people who do the digital. I know your phone is sitting right next to you when you're sitting there having breakfast. There's no reason you can't pick that up and do quick add. Let's face it, we pretty much know what we're eating. We've been doing this for a while. You know what the points are for most of the foods you're eating. At least do the quick add. Quick add, breakfast, 6 points. Breakfast, 4 points. Lunch, 4 points. Put it in there. Put it in there. And I'm telling you, reward yourself with your meal. To say don't reward yourself. I mean, you should reward yourself with things. In fact, I'm going to put my earrings on today because I'm rewarding. I'm going to talk about my earrings. I was going to put flowers to match my flowered shirt. Oh my God. So yes, so rewarding yourself with a meal. Say, hey, I don't get to eat until I track. Or maybe give yourself a little checklist. Maybe if you want, I could create a little checklist of it. You could, when you track your breakfast, check it off. So if you track for 7 days, all your meals, give yourself a mug cake. Give yourself a whoopie pie. I mean, the foods that I create, you can reward yourself with because they're low in points and they're good. So that's what we love. We love one and done, good, and it's like when you eat something and you're like, yeah, this is really good. Is there anything wrong with that? No. If that hits the note and makes you smile, that's it. You're not going to, if you're like me and had bad eating habits your whole life, do you really think now I'm going to be giving up cake? That's not realistic of me to think that way, because I just have to learn how to fit it in, make it lower in point, lower in calorie to fit it in, and have it several nights a week. So I don't feel like I'm on a diet. People who are on a diet don't eat cake. People who are on a healthy lifestyle eat cake. It's the smart way of eating it. I'm a smoothie rut. Please help. Well, I don't make smoothies, but Change up your fruit, change up your milk. Instead of using almond milk, try a coconut milk. Try an oat milk. You can get them for the same points as almond milk. The coconut almond blend is phenomenal, and it gives it that coconut vibe. Throw it, if you take greens like I take greens, throw a scoop of greens in there. Throw some spinach in there. Throw vegetables in there. Kind of ask in the group. Say, hey, do anybody have good smoothie recipes? Or go on the Weight Watchers app and hit smoothie and see what comes up. I mean, there's all different kinds. You could add different things and, mix-ins to your smoothie. I did a whole series, don't laugh, with smoothies made from water enhancers. They were good. Low in point. I mean, you had, the packets of the water enhancers come in fruit flavors, and you mix it with a little bit of milk and throw some yogurt in there, throw some cottage cheese in there. Throw some different flavor extracts. Throw peanut butter in there. Different things that we can, go to your 0-point food list. What can you put on that 0-point food list in that smoothie? Spinach, that's the one, the kale. Like look in Google like a kale smoothie. And this way, because I would say try to guesstimate, but it doesn't ever happen right with me. Ginger is always good in a smoothie. With ginger and like a green smoothie. Or go visit a smoothie bar and just look at the combinations that they have and write them down and go create your own. Or go out there and have a smoothie. Don't always have to make yours. Just go out to a smoothie bar. You can tell them what to put in, what not to put in. Full fat yogurt never hurt anybody. You can have a little bit of full fat yogurt. It's not going to hurt you. I'm at a plateau right now, maintaining my 20-pound loss from where I started in January. My workouts are very consistent. How do you feel about the whole macro thing? Should I use healthy and focus on that? Or do you think it's okay to just stay here in summer and maintain? I would like to be 150, but I'm currently 177 to 179. I know that's a seesaw. Never hurts to do the macros. I wouldn't live and die by them, but it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see all that. That's why I like the Healthy app. Remember, just because I do the Healthy app, I'm still on a Weight Watchers plan. But I like seeing the breakdown when I want to know if I'm having a bad week or I had what I thought was a good week. I go back and I look and I see where I fell. And, maybe this was too high. Maybe I didn't get enough of that. Maybe my calories are too low. Maybe my calories are too high. So it's always good to, again, when we reflect back, you could reflect back on what you ate. Weight Watchers doesn't tell you that. And that's the only downside I have really with our app is they don't, if people want to look at macros, they can't. Now, they give it to you individually. You can yourself tally it on the side. So if you don't want to invest in another app, you have to invest in a pad and paper, and then you can tally it all on the side, because every time you scan something, it gives you all the nutritional information. So you can track it on Weight Watchers if you want to, but it would have to be manually. It never hurts to do that. It never hurts to track anything like that. You said your workouts are very consistent. What about changing the way you work out? Change the workout a little bit. If we're doing the same thing, maybe we need to change that up. Same thing with food. I know for me, I get into a rut of food. Maybe I need to change up the food. You just don't know what it could be. And sometimes it's just adding a little bit of maybe more food or maybe a little less exercise. I know that's like, oh my God, less exercise? Honestly, exercise should not help you lose weight. It shouldn't. And if it does, then I feel like there's a push-pull there as well, because if you're not burning X amount of calories, you're not going to lose X amount of calories. Me, I didn't exercise at all during my weight loss journey. That was, but that was me. And I chose to exercise afterwards to tone. So I didn't want exercise to be the reason I lost weight. I wanted to lose weight so I could exercise. And there's the difference. There's some people out there that are exercising to get those calories burned. They don't burn X amount of calories. They're a failure. They're going to gain weight. And you probably, if that's the reason you're exercising, you probably will if you don't exercise. There are people exercising when they're hurt because they can't not, because they'll gain weight, because that's how they lost it. They may deny that, but that's basically, if you're exercising like that in the beginning of your journey, you're burning, and that's how your body's starting to show, how to lose weight. So those would be my things. I would say, change your workout, change the days. Maybe you change the days you work out, change the time, change what you do, change the different thing. Like I said, it never hurts to look at the macros. I wouldn't live and die by them. There are people out there that do. I don't. But that's what I would do with that. I hope that helped. And there's one more question that was emailed to me. Skipping meals for weight loss. Do you recommend skipping meals? Like if you're going out to dinner, would you recommend skipping lunch to go out to dinner? I think I could have addressed that earlier, but I will reiterate that. No, no. People who skip meals are people, they'll claim that they're not hungry, but there's nothing wrong with eating a little something to hold off dinner. Again, I'm not telling you to sit there and have a Big Mac and fries. I'm sitting there to say, have a bowl of lettuce, tomato, cucumber, bell pepper, whatever, like just some vegetables and a little bit of dressing. That's it. It's a salad. It helps your body keep full, helps your body keep metabolizing, because if you have a long stretch of no food, and then you throw a big dinner at it, it's like, yo, wait a minute. No, it doesn't metabolize properly. It metabolizes with smaller meals than it does with larger meals. That's why people back in the day when I worked for the doctor, it was always about telling our diabetics 6 small meals a day. Don't give your body too much food at once. It doesn't metabolize it enough. And somebody that has a diabetes, pre-diabetes, it's not going to metabolize it as properly as somebody who doesn't. So it's going to show spikes. It's going to not metabolize properly. So in order to help your pancreas and all your body functions, it's better to give it smaller foods more often than larger meals at less often. Like I said, I'm not here to promote anything. I just tell you what I do and what advice I would give myself. Like I said, we're going to a party today. It starts, I think, at 4. So I'm assuming dinner is either between 4 and 5 is what I'm guessing, but I don't know. So does that mean I don't have lunch today because, it's 4 o'clock? It's really, dinner isn't really till 6 normally. No, because if I go there, have my breakfast this morning, which is probably going to be, it's 9 o'clock now. I'll probably eat by 9:30, 9:45. So would that hold me till 4 or 5 o'clock? Honestly, I don't want to, I'll be sitting there chomping at the bit. Like, okay. And then I may make poor choices based on the fact that I'm starving. And you could sit there and say, well, that's not really, so what, you're hungry. You'll get over it. But I don't have to. I don't have to starve. Like, I don't live in a world where I have to starve. There's nothing wrong with having a little salad before I leave. And that's what I'm going to have today. I'm going to have a bowl of salad. I mean, it's all water, it's all vegetables, but it's something in my stomach that I'm not going there on an empty stomach. I'm not going there like, oh my God, when they're going to call our table because I haven't eaten, and then you get a little bit crazy and then you just put on that plate because you're not really thinking straight. A good, healthy lifestyle is having really 3 meals with 2 snacks. If you want me to be honest with you, it is. You should have a, breakfast, you should have a mid-morning snack, you should have lunch, you should have an afternoon snack, you should have dinner, and maybe even a late night snack. But honestly, I think when we get older, the late night snack kind of is a deterrent because some of us, again, have reflux. We get older, our bodies don't like to lay down after we eat. So I don't really recommend the after dinner snack as much unless it's something really, really light. Maybe a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, maybe a cookie, but I wouldn't have like a full-blown bowl of fruit and ice cream, even though you could fit it in. I just don't think that late at night is really the best to go to bed on. And that's just, again, my opinion, I think, for my age. But there's nothing wrong with having a mid-afternoon snack. There's nothing wrong with having the mid-morning snack. I grab one all the time. I think yesterday? One of the days I had a new snack. It was a caramel rice cake with a tablespoon of vanilla, Pillsbury vanilla, no sugar added icing or something like that. I think it was a point for the tablespoon. And the rice cake was too. It was so good. And again, I feel like I'm eating things that are slightly naughty, but they're not. But they feel like that, and it makes me feel, I'm eating it and I'm not feeling guilty, because food should never make you feel guilty. And I'm feeling like this, like it makes me feel good. I guess it's that sweet thing, that sweet salty. This mentally makes me feel good. So it makes me make better choices going into dinner because I'm not going into dinner like a fiend. So that's the thing. You have to have a true healthy lifestyle. You just have to have a better relationship with food. And don't sit there and, well, I'm going out, so I'm just not going to eat today. You can't save all your points for one meal. I mean, you could, theoretically, But should you? Should you eat like that? No, we want to teach ourselves good eating habits, not gain another bad eating habit when we just left bad eating habits. We had a weight issue, we had a food issue, so we had bad eating habits then. We overate, we ate what we wanted, we just kept filling our faces. So now do we not eat? Is that the trade-off? Overeating, undereating? No, we want to be in the middle. We want to have balance. In order to have balance, we have to sit there and say, it's right to have a snack before I go. There's nothing wrong with a piece of fruit, a banana, an apple. There's nothing wrong with that. With a little bit of peanut butter. Like it feels right when you're having it because you feel like you're living life. If I'm sitting there going, well, I just can't. I'm going to have to not, I'm going to have Steve calls it, when he would only have one meal, lunner, lunch and dinner. I'm going to have lunner. And lunner sounds great in theory, but lunner isn't a lifestyle. And you can't, that's to me is just a mentality of diet mentality. I can't eat lunch because I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to eat early. Yeah. Doesn't mean you have to eat like I said, a 6-course lunch. Nobody's sitting there telling you to have a Big Mac and fries. But I think you could have an apple, a banana, a salad, even one of those little snack bars, a 3-point snack bar. Ooh, Denise, it's points. Ooh, okay. It's okay. And you'll trust me, when you eat kind of regimented, a little bit regimented normally, you feel like you're not going to go into that meal starving. And when you go into a meal not starving, you make better choices because you're not sitting there strapping the feed bag on. Oh, you're going there, you're like, and then you just like a crazy person. There's no reason to act like, and people are looking at you to act like a crazy person. Sometimes they are. People look at you and they go, okay, she's here, she's on Weight Watchers. Let's see how much she eats. She's at a party. Let's see how much she scarfs down. There are people there watching you and judging you, which I don't know why they do that, but they do. They have nothing else to do in their life but judge other people. If you have nothing else better to do in your life than judge other people, then that's sad. Worry about what you do, not what anybody else does. But, so yeah, I hope that answered all your questions. I'm not, especially like, back to the skipping meals, especially if you're pre-diabetic, diabetic. That never works. You definitely good for, you don't need blood sugar drops and spikes. You want to keep your blood sugar as level as you can. Now, blood sugar does spike when you eat. It's normal. You're going to have something, it's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's just the nature of the beast. That's why when you want a fasting blood sugar, they don't want you to eat because they want to see what your blood sugar is with nothing. Because if you eat, your blood sugar will be up. So that's not an accurate number. So know that. Know especially, there's so many of my subscribers that are diabetic or pre-diabetic. It's never good not to eat. It's just not. You have to keep that blood sugar at a good clip. You have to sit there and feed it good stuff. I'm not telling you to eat dairy, go out and eat crap. A piece of some vegetables, so a piece of fruit, while it has sugar and carbohydrates, yes, before you tell me, you should have at least 2 servings of fruit a day. Diabetic, low carb or not. 2 servings of fruit never hurt anybody. Nobody gained weight or got sick eating 2 servings of fruit. Now, if you're eating 3, 4, and 5, well, we can talk. But 2, and 2 is always a good number to go by. Do you have to have 2? No. But if you need 2, you should be allowed to have 2. That's my thing on that. So that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed the Weight Watchers meeting topic and the weight loss questions. Thank you for putting them in there, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you have something to say, please leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. Let me know how you did this week on the scale. I'd like to hear how your week went. It was a holiday. Did it affect your weigh-in? Did it not affect your weigh-in? Honestly, like I said, it's a holiday. We should be enjoying ourselves on holidays. If you're on a diet, maybe you're not, but I'm not. So yeah, have the bun on the holiday. Live a little. It's not going to hurt us. So I will dish with you another day. Have a great day. And if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, join us here at Dish with D for what I like to call realistic weight loss, chit chat, weight loss support. I live a real life. I don't live a diet. I don't live in what's the new latest thing in the world. I just live my life and I try to do the best that I can. So if that is something you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button. Join us here at Dish with D. If you know somebody that needs a little levelness in their life, a little, let's just do the normal things, then share this video with somebody that might help them out. There's a share button right there. Share it. You can share the link. You can put it in a Facebook group. You can put it in a Weight Watchers meeting, a Zoom. Anybody that you know, you can send it to them, share it. Share it on another Facebook group. I double dog dare you to share my video on another Facebook group. See what happens. I would appreciate that. And if I haven't thanked you lately, thank you for all my new subscribers. Every day, new ones come in, and you are welcome to stay. Put your feet up, enjoy the content. There's a lot of old videos you can go and watch. There's really good cooking videos. Go check out my meal preps. Ooh, my what's decooking. There's some really good stuff there. My one and dones, my chocolates, my dessert hummuses. Yeah, we eat food here. We eat. We tweak the recipes, but we eat. It's good stuff. So I will dish with you another day. Thanks for watching.